In this video, what we're going to try to do is figure out how long it would take in Earth years to count all of the stars within the Milky Way Galaxy. Now, the Milky Way Galaxy has anywhere between 100 and 400 billion stars in it. And we're going to use the lower number to come up with an estimate to figure out how long it would take to count all these stars. So if there's 100 billion stars, that's equivalent to 100 times 10 to the ninth stars. Stars being the objects that we're going to count. Now we're going to make an assumption. What if we can count one star every single second? So that is, we count one star per second. This is really our rate, the rate at which we're going to count stars, so we can equally express the same idea as one star per second. That's our rate that we're counting the stars at. Now before we can really begin, we need to convert from units of stars over to units of seconds, which is an expression of time. Now to do that, we're going to be counting 100 billion stars, so 100 times 10 to the ninth stars, and the rate that we're counting those stars is at 1 star per 1 second. And so this conversion takes me from units of stars over to units of time. And notice nothing much happened. We still get 100 times 10 to the ninth, but in this case it's no longer in units of stars, it's in units of time. So now I can use this time to calculate the time required in Earth years to count up all the stars in the Milky Way Galaxy. So our first step is going to take 100 times 10 to the ninth seconds and convert this over to units of years. So you should know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Basically what we're going to do is going to go from seconds to minutes, minutes to hours, hours to days, days to year to make this conversion. And notice that this unit of second cancels out with that unit of second. So now what we're left with is a unit of a minute. So we're going to now go from units of minutes to units of hours. So in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. So there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. And again, notice that this unit of minute cancels out with this unit of minute, and we're left with units of hours. The next step is to go from units of hours to units of days. In 1 day, there are 24 hours. And again, notice that this unit of hour cancels out with this unit of hour. We're left with units of days. And now, the last thing that you should know is that there are 365 days in 1 year. So 365 days per 1 year. Now what we're going to do is basically take 100 billion and divide it by 60 times 24 times 365, and that will give us the time required to count up all the stars in Earth years. And when you do this, the number that you should get is equal to 3,170.9 Earth years. So it would take a very long time to count out all of the stars in the Milky Way Galaxy, provided that 1, we could actually see all the stars, and 2, our life was long enough to count up all these stars. So one of the things that this should get you to think about is that there are other ways to count stars than by hand.